Macaroons were prominently depicted as a secret pleasure in Henrik Ibsen's classic play, A Dollhouse. However, the macaroon has been a not-so-secret love of confectionery lovers worldwide for generations. In fact, some historians trace the origin of the macaroon back to as early as the 17th century.
The Benedictine nuns, Sister Marguerite and Sister Marie Elizabeth, came to Nancy, France, seeking refuge from the French Revolution. The two sisters baked and sold such delicious macaroons that they were able to pay for their own housing. Their treats were so popular, it led to the popularization of the dessert. The French royalty loved them.
Since then, the macaroon has gone through many different incarnations, inundating the market. In fact, locating a batch of authentic macaroons nowadays has become an increasingly challenging task.
There are many cookies that call themselves macaroons. There's the macarons, or the little meringue ones that have the filling inside. There's the coconut macaroon that's basically an almond macaroon that's had shredded coconut added to it because coconut's one of nature's best preservatives. Therefore, it gave it a little more shelf life. But a real macaroon is crushed almonds and sugar and egg white.
The first thing is that it feels right. It's a little crusty to begin with, and then it is soft afterwards, and it is a subtle taste, and it's not over-sweet.
Luckily, the time-honored tradition of the original macaroon still exists. You just have to know where to look.
Okay, so this is the right consistency to make a delicious batch of St. Julien macaroons. If you put in too much, it'll be too thin and you'll get flatteroons. And if you don't put in enough, they'll be too lumpy and be button-sized. So I'm now going to lift this and put it into the electroposit hopper so we can squeeze them out onto the trays.
In Sandown, New Hampshire, St. Julien macaroons are upholding the legacy set forth from the nuns in Nancy, France, by forging their very own. Since 1974, macaroons have not just been a livelihood, they've been a way of life. Appropriately taking their name from the patron saint of good fortune, inheriting a recipe from the 17th century provided a unique opportunity for James Price and his family.
We had a time of financial disaster in our family, which meant that I needed to get a job. I had been a stay-at-home mom. And so I asked the Lord for a job that would allow me to be home when my kids came home from school. And at church I met a young man who gave us this 17th century recipe for macaroons, French macaroons. It was a family enterprise from the beginning. I was the baker, James was the cookie packer, and when Christmas came, instead of leaving chocolate chip cookies for Santa Claus, he left macaroons.
Despite adopting modern machinery to aid in their production, St. Julien Macaroons continues to hand mix and bake in the same brick-lined ovens that made their recipe so well known from the beginning. Never compromising the quality of their ingredients has also been a trademark of the company.
Well, I don't think that the nuns in Nancy, France had Facebook or Twitter or internet orders, but they had a world-class recipe for almond macaroons. And we will do everything we can at St. Julien Macaroons to buy only the finest ingredients available in today's marketplace, to stick as true to that as we can, and that's exactly what we do.
While the love for their craft is evident in every bite, you may not realize that a St. Julien macaroon is naturally gluten-free. This led to their work with the Celiac Sprue Association, certifying their bakery as a true gluten-free facility. In addition to being a gourmet delicacy, St. Julien macaroons offer a valuable option to people adhering to special diets because they are naturally gluten, soy, and dairy-free. At only 100 calories and 3.5 grams of fat for every 3 macaroons, it's easy to see why James's mother used to say, "Enjoy 3 with tea."
Well, you can come to beautiful Sandown, New Hampshire and buy your macaroons from us, but we're a mail order company. And it was my dad that discovered that the macaroons could be frozen and thawed and refrozen without losing that crunchy on the outside, chewy on the inside texture and that rich almond flavor. So we're a mail order company. We'll ship anywhere in the United States or globally, and we'll even put in a personalized gift message.
When I was a little girl and living in Belgium, we would go to our grandparents often, and my grandmother would offer macaroons, and I loved them, but I never found anything like it here until I found St. Julien Macaroons. So I'm thrilled, and now that I'm a grandmother, I buy them for my children who adore them.
Like their patron namesake, getting a taste of one of their legendary gourmet macaroons will prove your own good fortune.
I love our macaroon customers. They buy our macaroons for all kinds of occasions, parties, get well, thinking of you, birthdays, Christmas, and I respect them because they respect the macaroon tradition almost as much as I do.
For more information or to place an order for delivery, visit St. Julien Macaroons on the web at macaroons.com or call 1-800-473-8869.